Ethan had arranged with his online girlfriend to exchange photos, but she sent him an interview shot of some big shot from a powerful family in Beijing. He scoffed, retorting with a glamour shot of a female celebrity. "Moron, if you're gonna use a stock photo, at least find something less mainstream, alright?" Then, he blocked and deleted her without a second thought. That very night, the young master himself made a high-profile post online, searching for someone. "My girlfriend blocked me. Can anyone help me understand why?" The attached image was a screenshot of the red exclamation point indicating he'd been blocked. My eyes widened in disbelief. 1. After breakfast, I carefully applied a full face of makeup. I sat by the window, waiting for the perfect light. Because today was the day I had arranged with my online boyfriend to finally exchange photos. "Babe, are you ready?" His message popped up. I quickly replied, "I'm a little nervous, babe." Although we clicked and got along great. I hadn't told him that I was actually a celebrity. A somewhat infamous one, but still relatively well known. Afraid he wouldn't believe me, I planned to video call him directly later. I wondered how he would react. He replied quickly. "I'm nervous too. I'm afraid you'll think I'm ugly. Babe, I've tried my best to pick the most flattering picture of myself. Will you think I'm disgusting, babe?" My online boyfriend had expressed feelings of insecurity to me more than once. But I'd seen too many people in the entertainment industry and didn't really care about looks. "No way. As long as you don't catfish me with a fake photo, I'll like you no matter what." "That's good to hear, babe, smoochies QAQ. Smoochies." He was clingy, and I indulged him. He was quiet for a while, seemingly building up courage. A few minutes later, he sent a picture. A suited man was surrounded by microphones, his gaze sharp and his presence powerful. I immediately recognized him as Fu Nanqiu, a famous young master from a wealthy family in Beijing. Because of his high cheekbones and striking appearance, he always had sensational photos making the rounds after every interview. This one was the most popular. My online boyfriend sent a message. "Babe, this is me. What do you think?" Nervously fiddling with my fingers. JPG. I was stunned for a moment. I'd always thought my online boyfriend had sound morals and was knowledgeable. We could talk about anything together, and I really liked him. But what did he mean by sending someone else's interview photo? A young master with billions and assets flirting online? Was I still asleep, or was he? And I'd specifically told him not to send fake photos. Did I look like I was easy to fool? I hated being tricked more than anything. A surge of anger immediately flared up. I directly found a lesser-known glamour shot of myself and sent it to him. "Moron, if you're gonna use a stock photo, at least find something less mainstream, alright?" Then, without waiting for a reply, I swiftly blocked him. 2. I'd met my online boyfriend while playing games. I went and deleted him from my friends list, where we had accumulated over 10,000 affinity points, cutting off all contact. Then I threw my phone aside, removed the makeup I'd spent all morning applying, and sulked alone on the sofa. Those abs pics, those V-lines he'd sent me before, they were definitely from the internet, too. And here I was, earnestly admiring and praising his physique. What a lying jerk. So angry, I simply went to bed. That night, I was woken up by a call from my manager. Her tone was strange. "Jianghua, have you seen what's trending online? What's going on?" I struggled to open my eyes and tapped on the trending social media app. Only then did I discover that a topic had exploded seemingly out of nowhere. Hashtag turns out even wealthy scions engage in online dating hashtag. Instinctively, I was shocked. The grogginess mostly disappeared. This topic, it wasn't what I thought, was it? Cautiously, I clicked on it. Fu Nanqiu, who hadn't logged into social media in ages, had recently posted a message. "My girlfriend blocked me. Can anyone help me understand why?" The attached image looked increasingly familiar. Wasn't that our last chat log? The only difference was that there were several unsent messages marked with red exclamation points. "Huh? I'm not a stock photo, babe. This is really me. Babe, why did you delete me? Can you at least listen to my explanation? Babe, hashtag crying hashtag." The online community was in an uproar. What? The young master of the Fu family is online dating? I wonder who his online girlfriend is? She must have saved the galaxy in her past life to be dating Fu Nanqiu. But she thought it was fake. I'm dying of laughter. Fair enough, I think I would have assumed it was a stock photo too, ha ha ha. But it sounds like the young master is trying to find her? Does anyone know this girl? If anyone knows her, please help us pass the message along. President Fu is so anxious he's taken to social media. I scrolled through the comments, my eyes wide with disbelief. So, my online boyfriend hadn't sent a fake photo? He really was Fu Nanqiu. While I was still reeling from the shock, a new topic suddenly appeared. Hashtag female celebrity and young master's online romance is so cute, hashtag. I gasped. No way, were people finding her that quickly? Had I been exposed already? I clicked on it nervously. It was a new post from Lin Jae-yu, a popular young actress. No need for anyone else to explain. I know it was a misunderstanding. Her message was so pointed, she may as well have directly reposted Fu Nanxiu's post. The online community gushed. The internet is amazing. Finding people in minutes. So his online girlfriend is Jae-yu. Wow. A female celebrity dating a young master, how awesome is that? Jae-yu is so cute. She's a female celebrity doing online dating and doesn't believe the young master can online date, ha ha ha. Oh my god, they're so well matched. Jae-yu is going to marry into a wealthy family. 3. My manager's voice broke through again. Have you seen it now? I was thinking of having you on a food show to gain some fans, but with Lin Jae-yu's online romance with the young master blowing up, all the show's hype is going to go to her. You're going to flop. I was stunned for a moment. Because I'm a pretty good cook, we specifically chose a relaxing food and lifestyle show to salvage my precarious public image. And the show was starting tomorrow. Now that the hype was all going to Lin Jae-yu, I'd become the foil. I gritted my teeth. What if I was the one online dating Fu Nanxiu? When I was online dating Fu Nanxiu, I used my private account, completely separate from my celebrity work account. So much so that even my manager didn't realize it was me. I told my manager the whole story, and she was shocked. Lin Jae-yu dares to freeload on this? Is she crazy? Everyone knows that Fu Nanxiu is not only vengeful, but also ruthless. No one dares to provoke him, let alone deceive him. Even though I knew that I was his online girlfriend, I didn't dare to admit it. Because I had not only blocked him but also called him a moron. My manager and I stayed up all night discussing it, but we couldn't come up with a perfect solution. After a quick makeup job, I was shoved into the show. When I arrived, several people were already chatting with Lin Jae-yu. Jae-yu, how does it feel to online date a young master? You're so good at online dating. What's the young master like in private? Now that you've cleared up the misunderstanding, have you put the young master back on your whitelist? A series of questions caused Lin Jae-yu to blush. She covered her mouth. He hasn't found me himself yet, so he's still blocked. It was an unexpected answer. What? He's still blocked. You're probably the only one who dares to treat the young master like that, right, Jae-yu? I can't imagine how spoiled Jae-yu is usually. Lin Jae-yu smiled bashfully again. Come on, don't say things like that. Everyone was envious. Only I frowned slowly. If Fu Nanxiu wasn't on her whitelist, wasn't that because he was on my blacklist? However, my small expression was quickly caught by online viewers. What is Jianghua doing? What is that expression? I heard Jae-yu is online dating the young master. She must be green with envy. She can't even hide it. LOL, who told her she wasn't as lucky as Jae-yu? Why did the show invite her? To watch her put on a long face? Lin Jae-yu also saw me. She came up with a beaming smile. Hua Hua, you're finally here. The host said that everyone's here, and they're going to announce a big surprise. We were just waiting for you. I glanced at the time. The recording time was originally scheduled for 8:30, but it was barely past 8. Because of the Fu Nanxiu incident, I only went to bed at 5 in the morning, so I was indeed not early enough. But I wasn't late. But the online viewers had quickly gleaned Lin Jae-yu's meaning. So Jianghua hasn't changed her bad habit of being a diva. Everyone was waiting for her. Her face is so big. Our Jae-yu is so kind. Waiting for her for so long and still giving her a smile. I'm so annoyed with Jianghua. She's so slow. Can we kick her off the show? 4. I wanted to roll my eyes at her. But I resisted. I looked at the host. What's the big surprise? The host smiled mysteriously. The large screen behind him lit up. Projected on it was a screenshot of a blog post. Fu Nanxiu had just posted 7 words 3 minutes ago. Going where you are. The attached image was the logo of our show. The host introduced, Tada. We are honored to have Fu Nanxiu, president of the Fu Group, join our show. Online viewers were ecstatic. Going where you are? Isn't he chasing his wife all the way to the show? Does anyone remember what Jae-yu said just now? President Fu hasn't found her yet, so she hasn't taken him off her blacklist. And then President Fu actually came to the show for Jae-yu? He's so whipped. He's someone who has a set frequency of interviews, but he's appearing on a reality show like it's nothing. Isn't that true love? Can I live Jae-yu's life at least once in my next life, please? Lin Jae-yu's expression was also priceless. First, her eyes widened slowly, then she covered her mouth in disbelief. Finally, she lowered her head shyly. Someone immediately joked, Jae-yu, the young master is chasing you all the way to the show. You should let him off the blacklist, right? She covered her face bashfully. Oh my, let's see how he behaves when he gets here. Which caused another round of teasing. I was extremely puzzled. So Fu Nanqiu had so easily believed that Lin Jiayu was his online girlfriend? He was even going on a show for her? I couldn't help but think about the time when I was online dating Fu Nanqiu. Every time he made me angry, he would transfer money to me. If I ignored him, he would send me pics. If I kept ignoring him, he would keep pulling his pants lower and lower. He was good at coaxing people. But, he was coaxing me. How had it become Lin Jiayu's version, where she could manipulate him at will? I couldn't help it anymore and looked up at Lin Jiayu. Fu Nanqiu behaves well, are you sure you can let him off your blacklist? Lin Jiayu paused. Then quickly nodded. Of course. Someone didn't understand and asked me, why did you ask that, Teacher Jiang? I didn't answer immediately. If I said at this time that Fu Nanqiu's online girlfriend was me, wouldn't I get roasted alive? Online viewers were already criticizing me. Is this Jiang Hua a psychopath? Why did she say that for no reason? Her jealousy is about to overflow the screen. Seeing how doting President Fu is on Jiayu, she's never experienced that in her life, has she? Speechless, what is there to question? Fu Nanqiu came to the show for Jiayu. She's so rude, but don't be angry, everyone. When President Fu arrives, he'll definitely take care of her for Jiayu. He'll kick her out. Lin Jiayu caught my hesitation and straightened her back. She frowned at me. Yeah, what do you mean by that question? If I can't, can you? Her tone was full of interrogation. Her eyes even had a hint of provocation. Hua, are you? She didn't finish the sentence, but the sarcasm was obvious. Was I envious? Was I jealous? Was I deliberately stirring up trouble? Everyone around me stared at me. I was getting annoyed and couldn't bear it any longer, so I spoke. Yes, I can. He's on my blacklist right now. Do you want to see? 5. Everyone in the room was stunned. No one expected me to say that. The scene fell into dead silence. Everyone looked at each other without speaking. One of the guests closest to me was the first to react, looking at me in shock. Jianghua, what are you saying? Who's on your blacklist? Fu Nanqiu? I realized that I had gotten too worked up just now and had actually said it. But it was impossible to take back what I said. So I nodded silently. The guest was puzzled. So you mean, you also blocked Fu Nanqiu? I replied casually, yes. Why does this chick always have to insert herself everywhere? Jiayu blocks the young master, and she has to say she blocked him too. He probably doesn't even know who she is. And so what if you blocked him? Blocking someone isn't exactly a flex. Who is she trying to impress with that attitude? Who knows if she went through all sorts of hoops to add President Fu on WeChat, but he ignored her, so she broke down and blocked him herself, just to feel like she won. Please, Jiayu and her are not on the same level. They're just a couple flirting, and she has to butt in. What a moron. While they were talking, Lin Jiayu had already run up to me, looking surprised. How do you have President Fu's WeChat? I was extremely annoyed with this woman right now. I decided to stop holding back. Why wouldn't I have it? Is it possible that I'm the one online dating him? I stared at Lin Jiayu and said it with complete confidence. The online viewers were instantly amused. Am I hearing things? What is Jianghua saying? She's saying she's the one dating Fu Nanqiu? She's lost it. She dares to pretend about something like that? Jiayu and the young master have already acknowledged each other online. Isn't she afraid of getting blacklisted by Fu for this stunt? Ugh, I can't stand this crazy woman. She's questioning others one moment, then going crazy herself. When is Fu Nanqiu going to arrive on set to deal with her? But, she looks serious, not like she's faking. And do you guys remember? The last photo the young master's online girlfriend sent him was a glamour shot of Jianghua. Can't you think? They both thought the other was using fake photos. How could they send their actual picture? There's no way that person could be Jianghua. Exactly, I don't understand what you guys are doubting. The young master himself posted on social media looking for his wife. He's obviously responding to Jiayu, so can Jianghua stop trying so hard and get out of here? Lin Jiayu was furious. What do you mean? Are you trying to say that you're the one online dating President Fu, not me? That I'm pretending? Although she was angry, there wasn't a hint of guilt on her face. I found it strange. Why wasn't she afraid of me exposing her on the spot? Seeing her eager to refute me, I interrupted her directly. Then why was your first reaction to accuse me of pretending? What if we were both online dating him at the same time? 6. Lin Jiayu didn't expect me to say that. She was speechless for a few seconds, her face flushed. She retorted loudly, President Fu would never do something like that. Her reaction was a bit much, so I simply said, oh, in response. In my mind, I was contemplating whether to expose Lin Jiayu right now. After all, it would be hard to clean up this mess on a live stream. But before I could make up my mind, Lin Jiayu actually struck first. Jianghua, I've always considered you my good friend, but you questioned me first and slandered President Fu after that. Now you even dare to claim to be President Fu's girlfriend? Have you forgotten that this is a live stream? Even if I don't care, I have to defend President Fu. If you can't provide evidence now, I'm asking you to apologize to President Fu and me immediately. She said it with sincerity, even shedding tears. She stood there stubbornly, biting her lip, like a small white flower that had been wronged but still refused to yield. The guests who had been silent all along looked at me reproachfully. Yeah, you shouldn't do that, right? The online viewers were furious. Seriously, is this Jianghua crazy? She even said that Fu Nanxue was online dating 2 women at the same time. Enough, okay? I feel bad for Jiayu. Not only does she have to face this crazy woman's questioning, but now her husband is being slandered too. Jiayu looks like she's about to cry. Someone go give her a hug. And beat Jianghua up. Hee, she better be able to come up with some decent evidence. If she can't, she can just wait to get kicked out of the entertainment industry. Fu Nanxue is going to destroy her when he gets here. I was silent for a moment. To prevent myself from accidentally switching accounts, I always use a separate personal phone for entertainment. I didn't bring that phone with me to the show. When I explained the situation, Lin Jiayu's expression visibly brightened. She pretended to be concerned, but she was even more confident that I was slandering her. You didn't bring your phone? The internet is so advanced. Can't you log into your account with another phone? Or, do you not have one at all? I was speechless. She was practically begging me to expose her. Okay, I'll log in. I interrupted her. Too lazy to waste any more words, I logged into my small WeChat account on the show's work phone. Someone said softly, it looks like the profile picture is the same as President Fu's online girlfriend's. Lin Jiayu's expression changed. She clenched her fists and leaned over to look. I directly shoved the blacklist in her face. See it? There was only one person on the blacklist. The WeChat name was F. The profile picture was the same one Fu Nanxue had posted on Weibo. Lin Jiayu obviously didn't expect me to actually be able to produce evidence. She froze in place, not moving. 7. The online viewers were dumbfounded. What's going on? It looks like Jianghua might be telling the truth. Oh wow. The profile pictures match. And she was asked to do it on the spot. Could it really be true? It feels kind of real because the glamour shot was definitely Jianghua's, and it was pretty obscure. Who else would save it? Does that mean Jiayu lied? And who would send a real picture in that situation? I don't believe it. You can believe it or not, but she's already brought out the evidence. Is Lin Jiayu about to have a scandal? Lin Jiayu couldn't say a word after trying for a long time. This. Everyone gathered around to watch. Amidst the shocked gazes, someone suddenly said, but you don't have any chat logs to prove you were dating. I was taken aback. Because I was logged in on a new phone, the chat logs were completely blank. Lin Jiayu seemed to be instantly awakened. She suddenly raised her head. That's right. And how do you prove that this person is Fu? Anyone can use the same profile picture. After saying that, she suddenly looked aggrieved. But you were able to bring it out so quickly. Could it be? She didn't finish her sentence, but her watery eyes glanced a few times at the production team nearby, hinting at betrayal. The implied meaning was almost overflowing. The online viewers were enlightened. Oh my god. That's right, how did I not think of that? Everything looks so smooth for Jianghua. Could this be a script she coordinated with the production team? That's true. She questioned her repeatedly, so Jiayu was bound to get angry and ask her to provide evidence. And the production team happened to have a work phone available, and she was able to log in so easily. The account even has a convincing fake account. It's more like it was all prepared in advance. Damn it, I'm so impressed. If it weren't for Jiayu's quick thinking, we would have been tricked. And Jianghua said something about online dating someone at the same time. Is she going to act out a sob story about getting scammed next? So the production team wants to use this to create hype for Jianghua? How shameless is that? The other guests immediately looked at me with strange expressions. I even heard them whispering. They can't do that, right? They said it was a live broadcast. Who knows what the who #BA sure gave her. At that moment, I was petrified. I only knew that Lin Jiayu was bold enough to lie and deceive people, but I didn't expect her to be so good at turning the tables. If I couldn't provide evidence, I had none. If I produced evidence, it was a script. Where was the justice? Seeing that the finger was pointing at the production team, the host quickly stepped forward to smooth things over. Everything that happens during our show is real. As for things related to President Fu, he will be arriving on set very soon. 8. Yes. The truth would come out once Fu Nanxue arrived. But I suddenly fell silent. Fu Nanxue's post on social media made it clear that he was coming for someone. And before that, Lin Jiayu had already claimed the title of his online girlfriend. So Fu Nanxue could only be coming for Lin Jiayu. Because of this sudden accident, he suddenly changed his target to me after he arrived? It didn't feel right no matter how I thought about it. While I was racking my brains, Lin Jiayu looked at me with a seemingly sympathetic expression. Jianghua, President Fu is coming to the set, so you can't just use any account to bluff him. I won't hold it against you, but I can't not tell him about what you did to slander him. She said it very seriously. It felt like she was really thinking about me. One of the guests even chimed in. Jiayu, you're too kind. People who slander others should be punished by President Fu. The online viewers were condemning me. Jiayu doesn't need to be so kind to someone like that. She doesn't deserve it at all. That's right, why not hold it against her? Jianghua has caused so much trouble. Besides the slander, she should show the recording of everything to the young master. Let her get blacklisted. I feel bad for Jiayu. She's still so gentle. Doesn't Jianghua's conscience hurt? Can someone hurry up and ask Fu to come? I can't wait to see Jianghua get beat up. I looked at Lin Jiayu, unsure whether to be angry or laugh. My mouth opened and closed, but I still didn't say anything. Suddenly, a staff member ran in from outside, shouting. He's here. President Fu is here. Lin Jiayu's eyes lit up instantly. She ran to the door reflexively, but after only one glance, she retreated shyly. She flipped her hair and waited demurely. I was speechless at her series of actions, but I also felt inexplicably nervous. Speaking of which, I hadn't met Fu Nanqiu offline. He stepped through the door. His long legs were encased in custom-made dress pants. His steps seemed a bit hurried, and his figure was tall and imposing. His tie was loosely knotted, but his hair had been carefully styled, giving off a casual elegance. Up close, he was much better looking than in the pictures. Fu Nanqiu quickly came to a stop. His expression was calm, but his gaze swept directly towards me. Under his undisguised scrutiny, my heart beat faster and faster. Was he really here to question me? After staring at me for a while, he finally raised his hand and waved. Hello, everyone. The host quickly introduced everyone and smiled. Welcome, President Fu. Before President Fu arrived, our show was already very exciting. Fu Nanqiu tilted his head. Is that so? How exciting. 9. The host subconsciously wanted to answer, but her gaze happened to sweep over Lin Jiayu, who was looking at her with anticipation. She immediately gave her the opportunity with her high emotional intelligence. Let Jiayu explain it to President Fu. Lin Jiayu had been waiting for a long time. She immediately stepped forward and put on her most harmless expression for Fu Nanqiu. Fu, you're finally here. Someone said that you were online dating 2 women at the same time, and it almost made people misunderstand. But I definitely believe you. Fu Nanqiu frowned, his voice sharp. Who's so bold? The online viewers were excited. I knew President Fu would support Jiayu. Oh my god, that domineering question made me feel so good. He really is a young master. His aura is so strong. So where did Jianghua get the guts to say she was online dating Fu Nanqiu? It's so funny my grandma's dentures could fall out. Fu is so handsome. I've been waiting for this moment for so long. Hurry up and kick Jiang out. Give Jiayu a way to vent her anger. Lin Jiayu's face showed a hint of elation. She then looked at me with feigned difficulty. Hua, you won't deny it, will you? Fu Nanqiu followed her gaze to me, his expression serious. I couldn't help but twitch my mouth. Did Fu Nanqiu not watch the live stream before coming? If he had, he would have noticed that my online name was the same as his online girlfriend's, right? Mero, who loves to do handstands while washing their hair and eating watermelon, is that a common name? Besides, his post on social media didn't reveal our online name. I was able to match it. Doesn't that prove anything? He still didn't recognize me. Dead man, it was justified to block him. I would never take him off my blacklist. With the anger that had been building up, I sneered. So what if I do? Are you going to beat me to death? Fu Nanqiu, who had been tense, couldn't help but laugh suddenly. He even chuckled. Lin Jiayu looked at him in shock. He immediately tugged at his collar and returned to his serious demeanor. Lin Jiayu was angered by me, and she whined to Fu Nanqiu, Fu, look at her. I stared at them intently. But maybe it was just my imagination, but I thought I saw Fu Nanqiu subtly avoid Lin Jiayu, preventing any physical contact and quietly inching in the opposite direction. He cleared his throat and looked at me with a straight face. How dare she? Things like this happening. Director, I demand she be sent to contemplate her actions. Fu Nanqiu declared my punishment with a stern expression. I slowly turned my head. If I wasn't mistaken, the place Fu Nanqiu wanted me to contemplate my actions was the show's break room. It had fruit, snacks, drinks, and a super soft little sofa. The kind of place you could only go to during the show's breaks. I'd wanted to lie down there for a while, but the director said it wasn't open yet. I stared at Fu Nanqiu. They all said that Fu Nanqiu had a fierce aura, and even just being glared at by him would make you tremble with fear. But even with him looking at me so seriously, I didn't feel scared at all. I probed, "Really?" Fu Nanqiu tried his best to frown. "Really?" Before going to the break room, I couldn't help but wonder. Why did it seem like Fu Nanqiu was deliberately deepening his voice just now? 10. There was only a small camera in the break room, and I could also watch TV. I simply turned on the show's live stream, lay down on the sofa, and leisurely started snacking on sunflower seeds while watching. The online viewers raised questions. Wait, is this punishment or a reward? I feel like Jianghua is going to die of happiness. Is this the legendary terrifying anger of the young master? Letting someone lie down in the break room with pay during work hours to contemplate their actions? Am I crazy? I don't understand. A little celebrity who spoke out of line before was directly blacklisted by him. Jianghua even spread rumors that he was too timing, and she's still able to eat sunflower seeds here? What the hell is going on? Although, I see a sense of carefree pleasure in Jianghua that doesn't care about anyone else's well-being. LOL, I kind of want her mental state. You're so hungry you'll eat anything. Do you want to become a crazy person that badly? As I was watching the show, I saw all these comments. I simply opened another bag of snacks and even showed it to the only camera. Not only can I eat sunflower seeds, but I can also eat snacks, hee hee. Online viewers? Everything's upside down. The comments were a bit distracting, so I turned them off, even though they were funny. Outside the room, Lin Jieyu was still standing next to Fu Nanqiu. She stared in my direction, pouting unhappily. Is that all? Fu Nanqiu smiled. Not letting a celebrity appear on camera is a severe punishment. I silently glanced at the small camera inside the room. Really? Lin Jieyu wanted to say something else, but Fu Nanqiu interrupted her with a smile. Let's talk about something else, shall we? She instantly transformed into a shy little girl. What else? When can you take me off the blacklist? Fu Nanqiu asked directly. The online viewers were too busy shipping them to care about me. Lin Jieyu was stunned for a moment and then gave Fu Nanqiu a blaming look. Oh dear, it's not that I don't want to let you off. There's something wrong with that account. It'll take a few days. Oh my gosh, he's really chasing his wife on the show. Is he really being this blunt? He's really making me cry. He handled Jianghua so carelessly because he didn't want to wait a minute longer. You little stinker, you deserve to have a wife. He loves her so much. Jieyu, please take the young master off the blacklist. Jieyu said it wasn't intentional. There's nothing we can do about it. Let's pray that Jieyu can log into her account soon. And that she and Fu can give us some sweet candy together. Jianghua is watching these two lovebirds be all lovey-dovey in the break room. She must be grinding her teeth in anger. I frowned silently in the break room. She's lying so confidently. Doesn't she feel guilty at all? Fu Nanqiu didn't seem surprised. He still had a smile on his face. Okay, that's fine. But we can't not contact each other for the next few days, can we? Can you give me an account I can contact now? Lin Jieyu raised her head in surprise. I can. I just happen to have another account. 11. Lin Jieyu took out her phone and gave Fu Nanqiu a QR code. Fu Nanqiu quickly scanned it and casually asked, "Is this you?" Lin Jieyu nodded. While adding her as a friend, Fu Nanqiu jokingly asked, "Do you use this account often? You won't add me and then not use it, will you?" Lin Jieyu quickly explained, "Of course not. I've always used this account in private. I've been using it for 2 or 3 years." Fu Nanqiu nodded. Then he fiddled with something on his phone and suddenly asked the director, "I want to give everyone a surprise. Can I get a screen projection?" The director naturally cooperated, and the large screen in the center of the hall was quickly connected. Seeing Lin Jieyu acting shy, everyone teased her. "Jieyu, what's your reaction? Did the young master prepare a surprise for you?" Lin Jieyu covered her face. I'm so embarrassed." "Jieyu, cover your eyes. It's a surprise for you." Amid everyone's teasing, she covered her eyes shyly, waiting for the surprise to be fully revealed. However, 30 seconds passed. A minute, 2 minutes passed. Everyone didn't call her to look at the big screen in surprise, as Lin Jieyu had imagined. The hall gradually became so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Lin Jieyu realized something was wrong and secretly opened a crack in her hands. On the big screen, she saw several chat logs scrolling. I'm the one who's online dating him. Why are you pretending to be me? Lin Jieyu, where's your evidence? Followed up by posting reverse screenshots of the chat, a screen recording, and a bunch of transfer records. I'm going to expose you. Lin Jieyu, don't rush. If you can online date someone, your real-life circumstances can't be that good, right? What do you mean? Lin Jieyu, Fu Nanqiu only loves the novelty of connecting with someone online. Someone like him, with his status, will he still be with you if he knows what you're really like in real life? He'll break up with you as soon as he sees you're just a regular person. Only a top female celebrity like me can be loved by him online and in real life. So, we can make a deal. Trade me your online dating identity. You won't lose anything. On the contrary, I guarantee to give you a lot of money every month, enough to live comfortably for the rest of your life. Or should you go look at your home, look at yourself, and weigh whether the young master will still marry you, the Cinderella, like in the dramas after he knows what you're really like. In the end, she even thoughtfully displayed the WeChat ID of that Lin Jiayu in the chat log. It was exactly the same as the one Lin Jiayu had given Fu Nanqiu. 12. Everyone was dumbfounded. No one dared to speak. I had been lying on the sofa watching the live stream, but now I sat up. The online viewers were directly shocked. Holy crap, a plot twist, a huge plot twist. What's going on? So Lin Jiayu is taking advantage of being a female celebrity to buy the identity of the girl who was originally online dating Fu Nanqiu. That's crazy. Can you even do that? Why would anyone agree to that? Huh? But, wasn't this chat log just posted by President Fu? So President Fu knew all along? Think back. This account was the one Fu took the initiative to ask Lin Jiayu for, and he even induced her to admit that she had been using it all along, hammering it down completely. My god, that's kind of manipulative. Is it just me who thinks Lin Jiayu is disgusting? What does she mean by saying that the real-life circumstances of people who online date must not be that good? Is she judging all girls who online date? What's her problem? Yeah, she herself wants to use someone else's online dating identity to climb up to the young master. Why is she acting so high and mighty? What is she, Cinderella? She really thinks she's a princess? She's calling out in a fake identity. When Jiang questioned her just now, she even had the nerve to turn the tables. The guests' gazes towards Lin Jiayu gradually became strange. Lin Jiayu stared blankly at the big screen and shouted in disbelief, "What? What is this?" She rushed forward, wanting to turn off the screen, but the controller was in the staff's hands. She couldn't get it, so she tried to block the big screen with her body. She lay on the screen in a large shape. It's fake. It's all fake. This is a photoshopped image. It's a rumor. As if to confirm her words. The next moment, the big screen began to play a screen recording of the chat log. Then, at the end of the video, she clicked on her profile picture, displaying her WeChat ID. Lin Jiayu looked at the moving screen, unable to block it, both angry and anxious. She cried to Fu Nanqiu, "Fu, you have to believe me, you have to believe me." Fu Nanqiu simply extended his slender fingers and swiped the phone screen a few times, allowing the screen to continue playing. As it played, he spoke in a cold voice. "I can overlook your attempt to deceive me. But you keep letting my..." Halfway through his words, he suddenly stopped. He hesitated and looked in my direction, struggling for a few seconds before whispering, "The person I care about. You keep making the person I care about feel wronged, and I will never tolerate that." His tone was sharp, with an undeniable authority. I, who was brainstorming in the break room, unconsciously clenched the corner of my clothes. What does that mean? Fu Nanqiu had always known it was me? 13. The sunflower seeds in my hand fell. After struggling over and over again, I couldn't help but walk over and peek out into the hall from the door of the break room. I happened to meet Fu Nanqiu's gaze. In just a second, his gaze softened instantly. He signaled me to go back to rest with a reassuring look, even waving his hand slightly. I suddenly felt uncomfortable, and my face heated up. Then I stiffly returned to the sofa and continued watching the live stream. The online viewers, who had seen everything, exploded. Holy crap, why did President Fu look in Jiang Hua's direction when he said the person he cared about? Looking at what happened just now, it seems like Fu Nanqiu's online girlfriend is Jiang Hua. And who did Lin Jiayu make feel wronged? Wasn't it Jiang Hua? Isn't it obvious? When the two looked at each other just now, the young master wanted to rush over and hold Jiang Hua in his arms and spoil her. Oh my god, Jiang Hua really is the young master's online girlfriend. So, what Jiang Hua said just now was actually true. This is too surreal. Does anyone remember when Lin Jiayu was confronting Jiang Hua? A fake was acting so high and mighty. I feel so wrong for Jiang Hua. Hee, I told you all that what Jiang Hua said sounded really true, but you all kept spamming me. You guys are the morons. But I'm really shipping them now. Looking at it this way, Fu Nanqiu actually came to support Hua Hua. As soon as he arrived, he sent Hua Hua to the break room to rest, and then he killed Lin Jiayu himself outside. Lin Jiayu was in disbelief. She kept repeating, "What? What does this mean? What do you mean by this?" Fu Nanqiu was very impatient with her questions, but he still ignored her. After the staff had put away the projection equipment, he turned and glanced at her coldly. "You can get out. That's what it means." He made a simple phone call and sent a few messages. No one came in from outside. The original staff looked at their phones and very quickly surrounded Lin Jiayu and slowly led her away from the camera and the scene. Lin Jiayu was still shouting, "What are you doing? This is illegal. Do you know this is illegal?" The director looked at her departing figure while flipping through his phone and shaking his head with a sigh. Signing Inyang contracts, evading taxes? Lin Jiayu, you're the one breaking the law. I watched all of this in a daze, quickly pulling up the comments again. The all-knowing online viewers were indeed explaining in the comments. Oh my god, Fu is so fast at handling people. Look at the official news released a minute ago. The news about celebrity Lin Jiayu evading taxes, stealing 200 million, is so bad it's killed her career in the entertainment industry. How much? 200 million? Damn, does Lin Jiayu make that much money? Then why did she risk pulling this stunt to marry into a wealthy family? Isn't it better to make money beautifully on her own? The financial power of the Fu Group is far more than this. Lin Jiayu was too greedy, and she ended up sending herself away. Is it just my focus on Fu Nanxiu? Doesn't anyone think he's so handsome? Me. I can watch those cool, cold actions of his all night. Damn, Jianghua is so lucky. I never cursed Jianghua. Give me this script in my next life. 14. Lin Jiayu was carried away. Fu Nanxiu came to the break room. I was currently being questioned by him. When can I get off your blacklist? When are you taking me off? When? You? After holding it in for a long time, I finally managed to squeeze out a complete sentence. When did you know it was me? Fu Nanxiu looked innocent. I've always known. I was stunned. Always known? What do you mean? Fu Nanxiu quickly explained, before, it was backstage at an event. You were playing a game, and I passed by and saw your ID. I was really dumbfounded. Then you? Fu Nanxiu took my hand and nodded frankly. Yes. I did it on purpose. In real life, you're too hard to get close to. After practicing the game for a while, you took the initiative to let me carry you. I was so shocked that I didn't know what to say. During that online relationship, I thought I was the one who was making the first move. After all, he was so good at the game, and the few snippets of his voice that he accidentally revealed were also very pleasant. I directly added him as a friend. As a result, he was always online after that, and I tentatively invited him a few times, discovering that he was also very patient. Even if I was killed by the minions, he always remained calm. He even comforted me, "You're already playing great." It made me feel both guilty and touched. Looking back now, it was all his deliberate effort. But I didn't understand why Fu Nanxiu would like me. He asked me in return, "You're beautiful and very cute. Is it hard to fall for you?" My heart fluttered instantly. I blushed and said, "What are you saying? Then you knew it was me, so why did you post on social media looking for someone?" Fu Nanxiu paused and was rarely bashful for a moment. At the time, I also didn't know how to tell you. And I thought that if I did that, we might be able to announce our relationship directly. Who knew a crazy person would pop up? He muttered, and his unhappiness was written all over his face. He looked very cute. I couldn't help but cup his face. President Fu, does our show need to take a break in the middle? The director's voice instantly made me deflate. I looked at the door in a daze. The director was standing carefully at the door, smiling apologetically. Only then did I realize that the show hadn't stopped at all. And this break room had a camera. Online viewers, normal version, damn, I thought it was just an online relationship. Who knew the young master would practice game skills to become a generation's master in order to successfully capture a celebrity's heart? This is a plot I never imagined. Not only that, but the young master deliberately hooked the female celebrity he had a crush on for an online relationship. Oh my god, so exciting. Stupid director, who told you to go in and disturb them? I'm so impressed. Can't you just let them continue to develop? I'm a VIP member, don't I deserve to see what happens next? Fu Nanxiu and I silently looked at the camera and smiled awkwardly. After the show ended, Fu Nanxiu updated his social media. The accompanying image was many sketches of me. And tagged me, Hua, drawing you. He also changed his profile picture to a glamour shot of me. The online viewers directly exclaimed, "Dude, you're way too in love, I'm telling you."